folks, my name is Lyle, and currently I'm being appointed to Sandpoint, Idaho and Bonners Ferry. I'm newly ordained. I was quite the rebel when I was younger. I became a Methodist when I was 12, before I was Catholic, so there's that. But I'm sharing with you all a story of when I became Methodist. Our church, Cheney United Methodist, they wanted to send kids to camp, one of our Methodist camps. And at that time I said, well, I visit with my dad in the summer sometimes, so it would have to be in Ocean Park, and they made it work. And that was awesome. I had had a rough life, so with mental illness in my family and my mom, we'd been in foster care, we'd lived with relatives, we'd been through the gamut, and I was the oldest of two younger siblings, two younger brothers. That was our cluster, and I was always the caretaker, so if things were bad or if a parent didn't come home, I was their one. And this was the first time I had ever gone to camp. I'd never done a kid thing like that before, and I was nervous and I didn't know what to expect, so I remember my dad getting us ready for camp, and he said, well, what do you need? And we had a list, and he's like, oh, this is silly. You just need a sleeping bag and some candy. And I was like, yes, I need candy, because that was my other focus. So, and I was nervous. It said on the form, no candy, because you don't want ants and things like that in the cabins. But to be completely honest with you, I didn't trust them, right? Like, I didn't trust that they would have food. I'd been in different home environments and parents leaving or leaving us alone, and the thought of going someplace new and different and not having food scared me. And as a kid, the first thought was candy. So went to the store with my dad and did that, and in my child genius brain, I thought I would hide the candy in my sleeping bag, because that made the most sense. I could eat it secretly. And so we have the first day at camp, everything goes great, and just like typical first day at camp, kiddo is exhausted, and I just collapse in my sleeping bag. I forgot all about the candy. It turns out that Methodist camps do feed their campers, and it all worked out good. And I woke up in the morning and was crawling down the bunk, because I was on the upper bunk, and all over my legs was melted chocolate, which looked like poop. And the girl's cabin, the girl underneath me, she screams, right? Because she sees these like brown legs coming down the stairs. She screams, then all the girls scream, the cabin's screaming, and again, in my brain, I thought, oh, I'll just lick the chocolate and that will make it, that'll make them know it's not poop. So I swipe a big chunk and I like, and then they scream more, and it's true chaos. And the cabin leader comes in and calms everybody down, figures out what's going on. No, it's not poop. Yes, I did sneak chocolate in. Yes, she did break the rules. And then I had a heart-to-heart, and I remember crying because I thought they're gonna send me home. That was it. And she didn't. And they just washed my sleeping bag. And I remember sitting down in a circle, talking about our feelings, and talking about why I did what I did, and how we're called to love each other like sisters and brothers and to understand each other. And I felt love, not reproach or not wanted, but I felt true love. So that was a really positive experience. Ever since then, I've been coming to camp. I've brought mission projects to camp. And this week, I brought my own 2 little boys to camp. So, and we didn't have to sneak food in. So, praise God.